Alright guys, Chris here. Welcome to this week's kick breakdown. We're going to be going through the switch axe kick. Okay, now really quickly, before we go onto the switch breakdown, I just want to really quickly run through your axe kick. Just make sure you're properly warmed up and stretched and prepped before you do this, and please don't try and do this kick in socks on any surface, let alone anything shiny down laminate or tiles or anything like that. It's not good. Been there, done it before, not clever. Okay, so basic axe kick. I'm going to go for kicking leg at the back for this one. Alright, you can either go, there's two options, I'll show you slowly. I can either go inside out and down this way, okay, or I can go outside in and down this way. Now, both have their merits and negative elements to it. I would say, personally, I find it easier to put more power and control into inside to out and down than outside to in and down, because you're using, should we say, less powerful, slightly weaker areas of the inside of your leg for pulling around, there is a tendency to have groin strain, that sort of thing, so you just got to be really careful with that. Obviously, warm and prep first, but keep that in mind. For the switch version, I'm actually going to go inside to out, so I'm going to be going inside and out this way. Okay, now, whether you're practicing your normal axe kick or your switch axe kick, really make sure you're keeping your head up out of the way. I've got a long story, I won't go back into it too much detail, but basically as a kid, I did manage to pretty much knock myself out with an axe kick. Putting my head down at the same time as my knee coming up, it wasn't pretty, sleeping on the ground for a while, never did it again. Alright, so it's not good to explain why you have black eye because you kicked yourself in the face. It's not a good thing to do. So anyway, jokes aside, make sure you're just keeping your head up out of the way. Right, so let's have a little look at the switch movement. Now, many of you will be familiar with a switch within a martial arts setting. From the point of view, you'll be switching your guard from here, swapping your stance. Now, with a switch axe kick, the way that I'm going to show you, it's a little bit different in that you're not doing a full switch. So we're not going from my right side shoulder forwards to at the back, obviously left side of my lead. So we're not going to do that full change of stance from here to here, okay? What's going to happen with the switch axe kick? I'm going to have my kicking leg at the front. So it's here at the front, I've just been using it for stuff, it's there, okay? What I'm going to do is I'm going to switch it, but I'm not going to move my front shoulder with it. So I'm not going to do this. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to switch it from here to here, okay? And I'm going to leave this shoulder leading, all right? Multiple reasons for that, but mainly because we want to have that twist for this kick, twist through your lower half, so you can really generate the movement for the axe kick. They want to be able to put all that torque and power into that axe kick from that switching movement. Now, just looking at the switch from the side on, what I'm doing is I'm not doing a straight one switch. I'm not going one. I'm actually doing a little 1-2. This is going to give me some forward momentum, some step and some push. So I'm actually going 1-2. All right, so I'm just cutting into the landing a little bit. So from here, I'm going 1-2, okay? Now, you can control that by landing it earlier, later, so you can make it a really small one, okay? You can make it even smaller, okay? You can make it slightly bigger, yeah, so you can put more. And obviously that can control the distance, it controls the amount of energy that you're transferring, all right? But what we're going to work on, let's just transition it into the axe kick now. So I'm going to go from here, I'm going to go switch step, boom, then the axe kick comes, okay? So let's do it a little bit faster. All right, so I'm here, I'm going to go switch, kick, okay? And then again, I'm going to go switch, kick, okay? One more time from a little bit further. I don't know how much of that's staying in the camera, okay? So I'm going to go switch, up, kick, okay? So switch into the axe kick, and it really adds a lot of forward movement and a lot of energy into the kick that you don't get so much from the standing version. Yeah, don't get me wrong, you wouldn't want to be under it, but when you're doing the switch version, trust me, you get so much more energy transferred into that downward movement because you've got standing, then you've got sudden acceleration into the kick, all right? And what's cool about it is I'm here, I've got my kicking leg at the front, so they're not necessarily expecting that power axe kick from the front. You can keep this your back pocket is like your sneaky special move. And because you're not doing a full stance change, it doesn't lead it so much. So the other person's they're not reacting because that shoulder's not changed. All right, you're still here. All right, they're not expecting that kick, unless you've done it a few times, obviously. Or I've seen you doing it, yeah. So I'm here, okay, so I'm gonna go switch, kick, okay? One more time, again, I don't know how close I am to that camera. So I'm here, switch, kick, yeah? And it gets so much torque, so much momentum gathered up and put into that kick. Kick, yeah? And you can play with it and do so much stuff with it, you know, with the switching, how far you switch, how much you step. And you have lots of fun with it. It's a great kick to practice. I like it to work on kick paddles, to work on Wave Masters. See the pad, you can actually work it so that you've got the push going forward, so you can modify it, change it, all sorts of stuff you can do with it. But I find for me as well, it's a good conditioning drill, because it's putting that load through, obviously through my hamstring. I'm doing it in a controlled manner. And at the end of the night, I've just been teaching, I'm nice and warm. So throwing out a few of these as part of the end of my night training. I like to do it because it's obviously working on the flexibility, but it's putting load through at the same time. So I'm getting that sort of kicking flexibility that I want, rather than sort of static flexibility just from sitting and stretching. Anyway, I could go on about this for weeks. I won't do, I'll keep this one short. If you've got any questions, as always, please do comment below or send me a message. I'm going to do two things with this one. I'm actually going to put it on YouTube, and I'm going to put it on my Facebook profile as well. So if you're on both, great. If you're not, I'll leave the link so you can follow through to my Facebook page if you want to add yourself on there. But yeah, ask any questions. If there's any techniques that you want me to go through that I haven't already been through, drop a comment on this post. Do you like this kick? Do you not like this kick? Comment. Okay, let's get a conversation going about it. All right, guys, thanks as always for your support. Give this a share, like it, do all that cool stuff that YouTube tells you to do all the time. But give it a share, give the link a share across your Facebook if you think there's people that might benefit from it, guys. All right, let's keep on kicking, especially the 40+ gang. Let's keep repping in, yeah? There's old guys and girls. Let's keep on kicking, having lots of fun with your training.